Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Bennybles45 here, and welcome back to another Death Battle reaction. Apparently, I haven't actually done one of these in a long time. At least that's what it looks like on my channel. Oh, and also disclaimer: why is the video crappy looking right now? I'm basically, I'm not in my apartment right now. I'm basically at my family's house, cause I don't want to explain too much, but I guess basically I'm just gonna stay in here for now, and I didn't finish packing, so I don't have any of my recording stuff right now. Also, I had a lot to do like with college. So I actually ended up like making videos during in college, and I ended up just like um, deleting those slash was it unlisting or whatever. But yeah, they're not on my channel right now, and I don't have my like recording gear or my normal laptop with me, so I'm recording on my Chromebook right now, and I'm in like a closet to like just be like the most quiet. So like I'm sitting down in my closet in my new room. So yeah, but I don't want to talk too much about that. But like I said, this episode, Deku versus Asta. I wanted Deku to be on Death Battle for like a really long time, like ever since like I started watching a show in like 2019. Which I knew about the show before then, and I used to actually like hate on it because I used to see it all the time, like back in middle school, like 2017 and 2018. I kept on like seeing like My Hero Academia stuff everywhere. I didn't know like really what it was because back then I was really only into like Dragon Ball. That was the only anime I was into back then. And just looked like one of those annoying, I guess, fan service animes. I don't really know what to say, but like saw it everywhere. I was seeing clickbait videos on YouTube, like using let's just say fan art pictures for their clickbait thumbnails, like Screen Rant. They had some of those. I'm like, oh yeah, so Deku's one of those weird fan service playboy kind of guys, and I don't know. And, basically, don't judge a book by its cover because thanks to All Might versus Might guy, actually, I actually am like, you know what, I might give My Hero Academia a try, and binged it like. I saw like the Heroes Rising movie when it came out here in America, and it was like literally the week or like a few weeks right before quarantine. So like during quarantine, I actually ended up binging like all four seasons, catching up to the show. Since then I wanted to see Deku on Death Battle. So here he is, Deku versus Asta. Except I would say I'm a little bit disappointed, or I was at first because I'm back there. I'm like, you know what? I want Deku to be on Death Battle. Who's he gonna fight? I'm looking at them. I'm like, yeah, sure. Why not going from Hunter x Hunter? Because like they don't have that many connections. Obviously, it's just they're green haired. They have like brawl type of like fighting, and they're cinnamon rolls. That's sort of it. And there may be a few like connections I could probably like kind of reach to find them, but like I just wanted that for years, so I was a little bit disappointed when I found out Deku versus Asta was happening. Except I also like Asta as a character, and I've also heard Asta versus Meliodas from Seven Deadly Sins. People wanted like that matchup, but I don't really care about Meliodas or Gon too much. I mean, I've seen a little bit of Hunter x Hunter. My brothers were watching it, my older brothers and stuff. Same thing with my older brother watching Black Clover a few years ago. So I was a little bit familiar with Hunter x Hunter and Black Clover, but I really, in the end, just wanted Deku to be on Death Battle, and like Deku vs. Asta has actually a lot more connections than Deku vs. Gon. So like after like a few days of the matchup being revealed from like Sauron versus Lich King, which by the way I was reading Lich King because he looked like Popular Mimos, which was like my favorite YouTuber from back in the day. But um, yeah, that was a really cool fight, and Lich King, I like the guy only because of Popular Memos, which is like rip him, his channel, he hasn't really been the same anymore, but he was cool, while he lasted, but anyways, I'm going really off track. Where was I? I was saying, oh yeah, after the Deku vs. Asta got revealed, warmed up to it. A lot more connections, literally, if you've seen the episode, you know what I'm talking about. I'm also recording this, like, while it's airing on Rooster Teeth. And then, I'll upload it after it uploads on YouTube because you have this new rule, and I don't want to, my video getting taken down or banned or whatever for uploading it early. Because I used to do that with, like, my Thor versus Vegeta and Omni-Man versus Homelander reactions, which are on my channel right now. I'm not deleting those, but I deleted like other videos that I made, other Death Battle videos in between those times, and like I was trying to react to like My Hero Academia season 6 and Chainsaw Man, and it wasn't really working out for me. So I'm like, you know what, screw it. If YouTube's not like shadow banning. I don't know what, but like they're not letting my videos actually go on search. Like no one can find them on YouTube. I tried looking them up on different accounts. I can't find them on YouTube itself. I don't know what's going on, but I might need to have like more subscribers or something before YouTube actually starts putting my videos on like recommended and that kind of stuff. But it was not working out. Only like like 12 people were watching my video, and those are like my subscribers. So other than that, um, yeah, so I just quit those. It was too much effort. But you know, I'm doing Deku vs Asta because it's like one of my most wanted battles, and I'm like really hyped for it. And Death Battle, I've been a fan for a long time. I had a lot of history with it. But yeah, Deku vs Asta got a lot of connections, way better than any other Deku matchups. And as for Asta, you could probably fight Meliodas like once the anime comes back and finishes, probably years later. They could probably do that again. I don't know if Deku will come back on Death Battle. I'm thinking Gon should probably fight Kid Goku in this case, and which would be actually a really cool matchup. Kid Goku, Goku's gonna come back, but he's a kid, so it's a little bit of a unique battle, bringing a certain character from a certain point of time in their um, history, for lack of a better word. But I think that'll be cool. So I don't know if Deku will ever come back, but I think Asta should come back and fight Meliodas because they do have better connections with their fighting powers, or with their powers. Magic countering. I don't watch Seven Deadly Sins. I know decent, like a little bit about Black Clover for like someone who never watched it either. But um, yeah. So for this episode, it is tricky because that said, Deku vs Asta, their feats, or their fighting skills, their powers are very different. A lot of Asta's techniques should not work on Deku, and like he seemed overpowered at first, but Deku with like power scaling to like he's stronger than All Might, and that's only at 100%. Let alone Fajin and Gear Shift, which Gear Shift can literally bend reality. Like he can control like total control over anything he touches, down to the cellular level. So like one cell can move, another one can't. Potentially, maybe ripping up someone. I'm just saying that could be like an option for Deku on Death Battle, but he's still a little bit of a brutal death. But then again, it's Death Battle. They remove, they remove characteristics of like not killing people in Death Battle and those kind of rules. But let's see. So yeah, like, and it has a 5 minute limit. We don't know what happens after because both My Hero Academia and Black Clover are all in their final arcs of the manga, and we don't know the ultimate potential of each character yet. So it's a little bit of a weird time for this matchup, but I mean, let's see. All that said, Asta, like I was trying to say, is anti-magic abilities. They only work on magic. Deku quirks are like clearly said to be genetic, and they don't really seem magical at all. So Deku, he's got a bunch of power. Asta's only it seems his only how I say it, way of winning is by using the Demon Slasher, which actually can do damage physically, or else like his like other swords are just like clubs. They're not powerful really, like to non-magic users. And there's also Black Asta and Devil United. Those give him actual physical power boosts. So and like how Death Battle isn't putting calcs in like the analysis and only gonna put it in post analysis. I mean, I'm eager to see what's going on. Apparently, Deku, and Bakugo's Double Detroit Smash feat and Heroes Rising is more powerful than I thought. They said it's like dozens of miles in the air, and they're not really talking about it much. So, what I want is like I like both characters, but I'm definitely rooting for Deku, and I really want him to win. But I'm not so sure because this is like basically a Madara versus Aizen situation where they have different power systems. Both series have different power systems that won't really work on each other. And also like, they have more connections as in they're both being penultimate episodes, which are also penultimate like anime episodes to the season finale. I don't know if like I want season finale to be Crowders versus Asura. Maybe Crowders versus Dante could be a thing. I don't know, but I don't know what it is. I don't want to spoil myself. I'm so glad I didn't spoil myself in this fight so far, but like crossing my fingers. I hope Deku wins, but like won't be surprised if Asta wins. Like they I have to do a lot of power scaling to see how strong Deku is, and I don't know. I'm going a lot. Obviously I'll put like a timestamp somewhere in the video. I probably didn't mention it, and I probably should have earlier on, but you can see by chapters. I'll be setting chapters on my video. I have a lot of time to edit. I mean I go to work in like 2 hours, but and I'll be there until like midnight or something. I don't know. Working full time, $15 an hour now. Crazy good. I can actually get like the big bucks. I can't find any other funny word for money. So can't the dough. Finally getting dough for once in my life. At least a lot of dough. I had a few jobs in the past, but I had to use that money for paying off like school and then paying off college and then bills and whatever. So like this is enough money for me to actually save for once. So I'll be saving for a car, all that kind of stuff. But I'm gonna get back on track. I'll set a chapter for when the fight starts. So if you don't want to see me go monologuing for 10 minutes, Jesus, okay. Yeah, and then you'll see the fight. Okay, 10 minutes. That's crazy. And yeah, I'm actually surprised I'm not like losing my train of thought really. I'm just keep on talking and it's kind of clear. I mean, it's good because I've been a little depressed, quote unquote, because like I don't know, just the last few years were pretty miserable. So I guess I've been mumbling a lot or losing my train of thought a lot. But I mean, now I actually feel like I have energy. Life is going pretty good now. Got like a really good job. Freaking 18 years old, $15 an hour full time, and there's like more chances around here. Like maybe after I get my car, I could probably find an Amazon warehouse, which I know they pay more for full time. And got an older brother working at Amazon. He says he can like or what's it, recommend me, something like that. But I have to get back on track. I gotta watch this episode. It's 11 minutes now. Jesus, no. Yeah. I'll put the chapters so you can see where to go in my video so I can get views. Jeez, this is a long talk. Alright, I'm gonna get into the episode right now. I cannot wait. Bro, okay. Also, it's just gonna be my webcam because, like I said, in my Chromebook, I don't have the OBS and shortcut software, so you're just gonna see my face. I think you can hear the audio though. I hope nothing. Okay, so it's going good. I hope it does not cut off. I hope I have enough memory on my computer, but you know, gotta watch it right now. Reaction starts now. It's time for a death battle. Let's go, Deku. Ah, yeah. They got his either Epsilon or Zeta suit, whatever they call it. They're it's like a smart nerd versus no, sorry, a buff nerd versus a smart jock, literally. Yeah, but they both got their final arc suits from the manga, so come on, Deku. You got the advantage here, or my Asta's got the anti-magic disadvantage since he can't use it against Deku. I'm swear to God, I'm having a mini heart attack right now. Voice acting is sorta good. Deku sounds like Morty. I heard he might be voiced by the guy who voiced him in Team 4 Star. Their videos. Okay, this is the part that wasn't in the. Hey, tornado, bro. Oh yeah, Black Whip. No, it's my turn. Why are they not green? It's weird. Nope. Hey, voice acting's not bad. He's not like Deku instead of Morty. Hey. Froppy style. Yo. This is good. Hey, cut it. Oh yeah, what was Demon Slasher? What was it called? Detroit doesn't exist. Gear shift. Oh man, I'm having a heart attack right now. Yo. Let's do this. Come on, Deku, man. Gear shift can control on. Oh. Come on, Deku. Gear shift. Come my god. No! Mm. Oh. No. Oh, I thought they were gonna do Goku. That would have been funny.
Poor Deku. He tried his
No.
best, but Asta just shoved him into that great big locker in the sky.
Both Deku and Asta were fairly evenly
Mm.
matched
Well,
melee fighters without
thank you, Deku. You got me depressed. Not Deku. Death Battle. You got me depressed again. Oh, Jesus
any
Christ.
specific
I
abilities.
mean, it makes sense. I have to justify why Gear Shift doesn't work. I mean, you know, Black Clover obviously, implies light speed feats a lot more. Maybe Asta's abilities are better than, I guess the Detroit Smash. I thought they were gonna do it with the whole multiplier. I mean, it could also be because like it's so recent in the manga with Gear Shift that they couldn't actually implement that in a battle. And it would have been so cool if they would have like done like all the vestiges of One for All behind Deku while having like what's his name Libe behind as they're talking. I swear, if this is this like Thor versus Vegeta, where it could have been like a whole lot of potential, but like the battle was like obviously well animated, but like I don't know, wasn't as crazy. Like I don't know, I felt like it could have been crazier, but like they only had like these like cement colored buildings. Oh, I mean Deku lost. Yeah, man, Deku lost. Man, I'm shaking. I'm sad, bro. I swear to God, like my most wanted death battle ever is gonna be is like Eren Yeager versus Ken Kaneki. Ever since I started Attack on Titan, also 2019, but like summer 2019. And that was the second anime I really watched after Dragon Ball, and I mean Attack on Titan is my most favorite anime ever. I mean, I'm not acting hyped anymore. I'm sad. No, I mean they gotta explain. Maybe I don't know. The gear shift could like, could control speed of anything he touches for like 5 minutes at a cellular level. So which is the same as Devil Union, like 5 minutes. This is probably why they shouldn't really be doing battles before the final potential of each character is revealed. I mean, unless if they're gonna do Deku vs. Gon when My Academia ends, and then do Asta vs. Meliodas. I don't like when My Academia ends in the anime, which is my prediction is gonna be 2025 because the manga. Well, I did a prediction. The manga seems like it would probably end was it late 2023 early 2024 and it got like between a year and two for production for Bones, which means season 7 the final season for My Academia will come out 2025 maybe. So they can bring Deku back by then with like his full abilities. Asta, they can bring him back and fight Meliodas, which like they have like what really similar like powers that work again like work off of each other, like they're complementary. I don't know. I mean, similar powers basically, similar characters. Because I think Asta vs Meliodas is a better matchup. Um, but Deku and Asta, they have a lot of connection. I'm freaking depressed, man. I was waiting for Like it makes sense. Like for Thor versus Vegeta, I thought Vegeta was gonna win at first until I looked into Thor's abilities. I'm like, oh dang, he's actually OP in comics. Like way more OP than Hulk. Hulk's just got the immortal Hulk thing, where, like he can regenerate from like a little bit left, but it's not even like a healing factor like Wolverine's, where he can heal from a drop of blood. Um, and other than that, like Hulk, he doesn't really have hacks. Thor has a lot of hacks, and like he was obviously way stronger than Vegeta, so that makes sense. But here, with like Deku's, not Deku, Asta's anti magic abilities not really working on Deku as much, like since he's like a non magic user. Um, I don't know, it kind of evened the playing field, and I mean, it's probably just because like Gear Shift happened so recently in the manga that they couldn't include it in an episode. But even though they kind of put it in the analysis, and I mean, let's see, we got like 2.5 minutes basically for like a little explanation, right? Yeah. So I mean, hopefully they'll explain what happens, but yeah, like I said, I'm also gonna put chapters in the video, so if you don't want to see the full thing, you don't have to. But if you want to, I mean, you can, I guess. But timestamps basically in the video. Um, but yeah, what was I saying? I was also trying to talk about Eren Yeager versus Ken Kaneki. I really wanted the matchup, and I also feel like if Eren's gonna lose that, I'm gonna be like depressed. Like at this point, the big things I want from Death Battle at this point are now Eren Yeager versus Ken Kaneki, and I mean it's inevitable they're gonna do Goku versus Superman again, probably when Dragon Ball Super ends. I also feel like I did a few calculations. The 200th episode will be airing season 13 as the first, like the mid-season premiere, like after like the summer ends, like because they have like two blocks for each Death Battle season, and like there's like a month or so break, 1 or 2 months break in between the middle of the season. So if the 200th episode could maybe be a Goku versus Superman again, because with how it's going, I don't know how much stronger Goku can get in a manga, other than just like mastering Ultra Instinct as a technique instead of a form without stamina drain. So I don't think he's gonna get like Ultra Instinct in his base form, for example. Like the Saiyan Beyond God thing was the whole thing about God being utilized in his base form, but that was only as like utilizing it, but not always in his base form. Because if he goes Super Saiyan in Saiyan Beyond God, that is Super Saiyan Blue. He turns Super Saiyan Blue, so it's not like a Super Saiyan Beyond God. That's just Super Saiyan Blue. So Goku's base form is not universal. Hulk versus Broly, they were kind of doing all that kind of stuff, and then Thor versus Vegeta fixed that. Um, but yeah, it's the Super Saiyan God that's universal. 9 to 13 times universal with like you probably watch the episodes honestly. Um, I really have to put timestamps because I'm like talking a lot. I will. I'll help you guys out unless you want to watch my whole monologue. Let me just see. How long is the video? 21 minutes. Probably could be longer than Thor versus Vegeta, honestly. So hopefully it gets as many views. I hope so. But yeah. I'm still going really off track. I just think it might be a decent idea to do Goku versus Superman for the 200th episode. Let's see. Next season, season 12's finale could be Galactus versus Unicron. Season finale for season 13 could be Avengers versus Justice League because Secret Wars is coming out. Wait, no, that's 2025. Wait, so that's season 14 then. So it could be season finale for whenever the season that Secret Wars. So like whatever season is gonna come out in 2015, it'll be that season finale. I think that's a good idea because I think Goku vs Superman kind of should be 200th episode thing because like a big legacy death battle for I mean death battle. And it'll be pretty cool because at that point, like at this point, their calculations are like way better. Their research is way better for death battle, and by how they're always doing like bringing up Goku in these death battles ever since Beerus's fight. I feel like in a way they're researching both Goku and Superman. Definitely they're researching Goku's abilities. So then they like for once and for all they actually know who would be like a good who would actually win with like modern day research, which I'm up for honestly. Ultra Instinct versus Superman, like it's been crazy. Like I'm not sure. It'll be kind of cool if Goku would win because when I was little, I always wanted Goku to win, and that was one big thing why I would watch Death Battle for years. But I grew out of that whole Dragon Ball fanboy stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised if Superman wins. I don't care honestly. They're both really good characters. It's like they say, like Superman. He's like a really good guy, a whole bunch of good morals, and then Goku is like so much tenacity, and yeah, it's like tenacity versus virtue. So they're both good role models. I think has to be based off of. But other than Goku versus Superman, Eren Yeager versus Ken Kaneki was like the other big battle I've been waiting for in Death Battle. And, like no, those two battles are the biggest reasons why I'm still with Death Battle. Because I feel like after that, I would just like I guess leave Death Battle. Like I don't know. Been watching it for years just to wait for all these episodes. Deku lost. It was sad. The swords were out behind him. I mean, technically the swords probably won't do much against Deku since like if he can punch clouds dozens of feet or miles in the air, like what will a blunt sword do to him? But like it's just the battle itself. The research determines it, not the battle. So I always try to remember that, and it makes sense, I guess. But I'm going off track so much. Eren Yeager versus Ken Kaneki. I'll try to say this once and for all. Has to come out once Attack on Titan's anime ends because I saw the part 3 poster for like final season part 3. Eren has blue eyes and has like fiery skin, so I feel like they're bringing the anime original Berserk Titan. There's no name for it, but the one that fought against, like Eren used to fight against Annie in the end of season one, which is a completely different ending from in the manga. Because in the manga, Eren got beat down and he didn't get back up. Mikasa just, I guess, finished Annie, and then Eren came and tried to trap um Annie, but he didn't have any Berserk form. But then he noticed that like she already crystallized inside an ape. Um, maybe I'll make a whole discussion video later. Honestly, I'm talking a lot right now, but I can't edit the video. I don't really have good software for that, so I'm just gonna upload this whole thing there and put breaks in between, so like you guys will know what to watch instead of the whole thing, unless if you want to, which I would like. I talk about a lot that I know people will want to hear, just not everyone. So if you're only here to see a reaction, um, yeah, I'm gonna put timestamps in it. But like I said, the Founding Titan in Attack on Titan, you need like Eren needs contact with a royal-blooded Titan shifter, so that's outside help. So he can't use that in the death battle. But with the Berserk Titan being in the final season part 3 poster, they're definitely gonna do something different from the manga because obviously read the manga. That's when I started reading the manga in 2019 with like all the basically at this point when Eren, like the whole War for Paradis arc in part, like basically season 4 part 2, that whole battle is when I started reading the manga, and like it was freaking crazy. I'm like, this is what Attack on Titan has come to. Like this is mind blowing. Like I guess it's been my favorite series for anything since, like not just anime, just in general since. But I guess now I went from being a Dragon Ball fanboy to an Attack on Titan fanboy. So, but yeah, like I'm saying, um, like the Berserk Titan's gonna be a new thing, and I feel like, in the anime. So, and in the anime, Isayama, the mangaka of Attack on Titan, has said that it is like the anime is a definitive product rather than the manga. So, yeah. So if Eren's Berserk Titan thing actually lets him use the Founding Titan um, without needing royal blood, they will definitely utilize the Founding Titan Death Battle, which is gonna be really cool. Because I think for Ken Kaneki, I don't know if he either needs blood or like ghoul flesh, I guess, to get enough power to like create that dragon Kakuja, yeah, dragon Kakuja thing. But if that's the case, Founding Titan Eren and like the Ancient Titans versus like Dragon Kaneki with the Dragon Orphans, the Ancient Titans versus Dragon Orphans fighting basically an army, a kaiju and army battle. That'll be crazy. And then at the very end, like I hope, because Eren definitely can win that from what I know. But I swear, if it's gonna be Deku versus Asta and like my preferred character loses, it's gonna be bigger because Eren and versus Ken Kaneki's a battle I've been waiting for a long time, and I can wait for Goku versus Superman. But like, yeah, those two battles I really want. But I'm gonna get back into it. I'm gonna put the timestamp here, so you guys can actually watch it. So watch like the Deku versus Asta itself, because like that's obviously why you're here, not to hear me rant for half an hour at this point. So gonna get back into the episode right now. See how they justified Deku's gruesome death. My friend who's a My Hero Academia fan is gonna be like depressed when he sees this.
Shoved him
No,
into that great big locker in the sky.
bruh.
Both Deku and Asta were fairly evenly matched melee fighters without any specific abilities to give one an easy edge over the other. Though, to be fair, the variety of quirks Deku inherited from past seasons of One for All did make him more versatile and unpredictable.
Plus, quirks are biological mutations, not connected to some supernatural energy source like mana. So Asta's anti-magic powers were basically useless here.
Mm.
Deku was generally a smarter and more tactical fighter, but against Asta's incredible might, this time brawn beat brains.
Oh,
And
so
what's some
yeah,
numbers?
yeah, the calculation is okay. So I guess Asta is stronger and maybe faster, too fast for Deku to touch with Gear Shift.
Deku's greatest feat of strength was splitting that enormous cloud formation with Bakugo.
By measuring the size of the island and comparing it to the clouds above, we can determine they dispersed over 63 trillion kilograms of water.
That's the weight of the Great Pyramid of Giza. 12,000 of them.
And required an energy of nearly 80 teratons of TNT per punch.
Let's compare that to Asta. But Toli's spell was going to be strong enough to vaporize a country the size of the Clover Kingdom.
We can use this map from the manga to estimate the size of Clover Kingdom to be about 500 kilometers in diameter, about half the length of Great Britain. Vaporizing a country of that size would require an
This is the max for both feats using the minimum time frame. Plus, would still result in Asta being stronger.
Of over
Mm.
480 teratons of TNT, over 6 times greater than Deku's punch.
Okay, but that's the thing. Deku has been getting stronger since that, because this Deku takes place around season 5, and like that was before the whole Quark Awakening, when he could use Fajin, which would be stronger, and Gear Shift, which speed, which doesn't affect the body, which means like is basically speed, equals more force. Um, dang, yeah. How? Hmm. I do wonder, cause he utilized like 120%, but he was using 45% of his power. But with Fajin, it equaled 120, or maybe that was equipping it with Gear Shift. But basically, there's a lot, and how much is that? It'll probably be about 3 times stronger. I'll see what they explain.
While Asta uses anti-magic,
Let's see, more technical, slower. Yeah, cause Asta uses light speed feats all the time, and Deku can just power scale to them. Can't safely swords, punches, and kicks. I mean, his punches are really strong, probably more powerful than like a metal sword, but physically stronger, faster, better ways to predict movement, more mobile. Anti-magic not affect quirks. Yeah, I was probably reaching when I wanted Deku to win. Just like honestly, at this point, you only would have won if they highballed Deku and lowballed Asta, but I guess that makes sense. I guess it's a cool battle in the end. Hopefully, they bring both of them back, but if any, they're probably just gonna bring back Asta to fight Meliodas years from now. But yeah, let's
it isn't
see
an
this.
automatic counter and needs to be comparable in strength to the
I gotta see what he says
Over
here.
6 times greater than Deku's punch.
While Asta uses anti-magic, it isn't an automatic counter and needs to be comparable in strength to the spell it's combating.
Yeah, that too. So that means he's still crazy powerful. And there was like some feat where they lifted like was it an ocean? I've heard something like that. I hear stuff about someone's mentioned the name salamander, whatever the hell that means, and then some lifting an ocean feat. I don't know. So that's weird.
And Asta's gotten way stronger since.
Asta was also
Yeah.
quicker. Sure, scaling to Shigaraki would give Deku roughly light speed reaction time.
But Asta could dodge light in his sleep, and that's his base form. Even before
Yeah.
transforming with Leva to get way
Makes
faster.
sense.
And since Deku and Asta's
While on their base form speed is only comparable, Levi grants a far better speed boost and gear shifts 20% increased as for Deku, but Deku wasn't even using 100%. I thought it was Fajin. I mean, like I said, we don't even know the full capabilities of both characters. Dang. Now I kind of want to see Deku versus Gon and just see like once. See, I just as long as like they would have finished the manga. That's the thing. That's my biggest problem. If they just would let like them finish both mangas first. Whatever. I mean, cool matchup. A little bit sad, but I mean, it is what it is. I'm not saying they're wrong for the research, but like it's just bad timing and all that.
three
Let's see.
cognitive abilities more or less matched each other, it was only a matter of time before Asta simply overwhelmed him.
Especially since Deku has struggled in the past against faster opponents. Sure, Deku was smarter, but if he
Above Salamander. Drying the ocean. Yeah, that's what it was. Drying the ocean with a single swing.
literally
So
didn't have the
that's way
strength to come up
stronger.
with a plan of attack before getting hammered, his brains were wasted.
Deku's tactical
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, it is a Thor versus Vegeta scenario where like um the battle could have had a lot more potential and it kind of didn't. I mean, it's still a really good matchup, but or a good fight, but yeah, I wanted to see the United States of World Smash in here, but whatever.
brilliance and harem scarum tenacity definitely gave his opponent a run for his money, but Asta's raw power, blinding speed, and deadlier weaponry spelled the end for All Might's pupil.
Mm.
Deku gave it his all, and I wish he had won. Hasta la vista.
The
I knew they were gonna say "Hasta la vista."
winner is Asta.
Better not be Aaron versus Ken Kaneki. I really don't want that. I'm probably gonna freaking rage or something now. It has to be Kratos. God of War Ragnarok just came out. Kratos versus a Sora, please,
Hey, if you want more Death Battle
please.
ASAP,
Not
subscribe to
Aaron.
our
As long as they only do Aaron once Attack on Titan ends.
exclusive emotes, badges, live chat,
I
live
don't know why I
streams,
think it is. There's
and
so many
more.
more mashups than that. So why would they do Aaron?
Thanks for watching.
Gogeta? Wait, Vegito versus Gogeta? Yo, whoa! Oh! Oh my god! What? I didn't know they would actually. I thought it was gonna be like maybe Kratos or something. Okay, I didn't know there was a way to do Vegeta versus Gogeta. I actually wanted this, but I didn't think it was possible. Hell yeah, okay, Vegito for the win. I want him to win, but there's also that red con, but with like 30, was it an hour? Oh my god, Vegito versus Gogeta. Yo, I thought it was gonna be Kratos versus Asura. I mean, they could do that eventually. Oh wow, this is a big matchup. Yo, I didn't know. I saw Goku. I'm like, what is gonna do? Are they gonna do Goku versus Superman? Vegeta versus Gogeta. Yo, no, no, no. This is amazing. Oh my god. Okay, actually, first off, gonna take this picture real quick and send it to my friend. He's gonna go crazy when he sees this. Oh, this is funny. He doesn't watch Death Battle much anymore, but we talk about it sometimes. Cause I still watch it. Dude, that's insane. Ah, wow. Three Dragon Ball episodes this season. I mean, Dragon Ball can't lose this fight because it's Dragon Ball characters. So hey, Dragon Ball gets an automatic win no matter what. Case Vegeta and Trunks lost these matchups, but this season. But now you got oh man, you got Vegeta versus Gogeta. I kind of wanted Kratos versus Asura more because like I don't know, I just felt like it would have been a better matchup. But I mean, I mean, overall, I wanted this matchup more. I just didn't think it was possible, and I felt like Kratos versus Asura would have been, or Kratos in general versus maybe versus Dante, would have been a better season finale. But yeah, I mean, whatever, man. That's crazy. But like I said, I talked for like a million years. But how long is this video? Probably like 40 minutes, 37 minutes. Oh man, yeah. I can't even edit it, so I can't exactly put a disclaimer. I hope people watch this video. It's too long, but like, eh. Yeah. Anyways, I mean, I guess that's it. Um, can't wait for this. Oh, I'm definitely gonna react to this episode, by the way. Yeah, it's a matchup I want, so this is also gonna be a thing. At least it's not Aaron. Aaron should be. I hope he comes back only once Attack on Titan ends. But yeah, because then we know for sure if he can use the Founding Titan or not. And I hope he wins that death battle. But if he doesn't, they better not like have it rigged, and then I wouldn't really care. But you know, final thoughts on this. I talked about it a lot. Sad that Deku lost. It was a bloody death as well, but like I guess the reasoning does make sense. I was trying to highball Deku in my head, but I mean, of course I knew in the end Asta would have won. But yeah, great episode. Probably one of my more favorites of this season. Um, yeah, I'm not really gonna go into depth about like what I want to rate it. So, I mean, as long as like, unless if Vegeta versus Gogeta is better, this probably would be my favorite. There's also Thor versus Vegeta, which was a matchup I wanted for a really long time as well. Probably more than Deku. Deku versus whoever it was gonna be, which was Asta in this case. But yeah, I mean, I'll see you next time, whenever next time is. Probably Vegeta versus Gogeta. Hopefully, I can have more time to, make gaming videos and work on my channel. But like, that's a whole other story because I got a lot going on right now. But till then, I'll see you next time. Pauses that.